Welcome to the Guitar Vault. Today we are so excited. We have a very, very special guitar that we are going to be showing off to you, and that would be the Breedlove Oregon Concerto CE Special Edition, which features Myrtlewood from a very special log, which we'll get into in just a little bit. But yeah, take it away.
So as you can see, absolutely beautiful. I think Alyssa's going to talk about the wood in a second, but they had some very special wood, and it was large enough and wide enough to do the concerto body. So this is a concerto body, which is Breedlove's answer to a dreadnought. It sounds fantastic, but the wood is like amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're calling this rain myrtlewood. Heath would like to argue that it's feather.
It is feather.
I think he's had too much fly fishing and fly tying on his mind.
It's Hungarian partridge is what it is.
Okay. Anyway, so throughout history of making guitars and whatever, they have occasionally run into very special logs. We see it with like the tree mahogany or Lucky Strike redwood. Breedlove stumbled into two myrtlewood logs that are definitely going to go down in the history books. This one is the rain log. It was found by a wood specialist that they work with in Oregon named Cyril Jacobs. He had gone out to Brookings, Oregon. They had a bunch of wildfires, and a property owner there was letting people do selective tree cutting for a fire break on their property to help prevent any damage to their property. And he stumbled across two myrtlewood logs that he instantly knew were going to be very special. This one being the rain log. It was 6 feet in diameter, which is big. Like, that's taller than me.
Yeah.
Not even that's bigger around than I am tall. Whatever. Don't insult my height. Comes from your side of the family. Anyway, it did get its name as the rain log because it is reminiscent, like the figure in it is reminiscent of heavy rain coming through the forest canopy, not feathers on a Hungarian partridge. It is rain. They believe that the figure on it came from decades of environmental stress the tree endured, as well as mineral-rich soil which it was growing in. So yeah, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of wood. Everyone is so unique. There are only 20 of this model that were made, and they're all just so different and beautiful. We absolutely love it. But yeah, let's talk about the other specs some more as we show off the guitar, because all the specs are so well thought out.
Yeah, so when you get a very, very special piece of wood, it's kind of like a lot of pressure, I think, to make something stunning out of it.
Breedlove rises to the occasion every time.
Always. But what I really like is everything sounds good, though. I think sound optimization is just the unsung hero of their guitar line. Their guitars are stunning. The aesthetics are always well thought out, not overly gaudy or, kind of over the top. I really like guitars where when there's a piece of wood like this, they allow the wood to kind of showcase. So a lot of the stuff that's been done cosmetically or aesthetically is a little bit understated, but still gives it that kind of high-end, classy.
Yeah, and honestly, just props to Angela and Brittany, their two head designers, because they do so well every time.
Yeah, when we're doing customs, a lot of times it's like, will this look good? And they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna look fantastic. Or they're like,
no,
probably not. So anyway, one of the other things I like, so this has a maple neck on it, which I really like the feel of. I like the way it makes the guitar sound. One of the things I really like that they do is the tint to match whatever the tone of the back and side woods are gonna be. So this is a tinted maple neck, ebony fingerboard, which is actually stunning, nice ebony. We noticed something the first time we saw this.
Before we read specs, because of course we don't read the specs first.
Yeah, so the pins, so it has brass pins for the fret markers, and at the 12th fret there's two offset brass pins. You'll see this more in the up close shots that we'll do. But there's a mosaic in the pin, so it's a mountains with, or two peaks of mountains and pine trees and a moon, all set in this little pin.
I think it's so cool.
It's very cool, but it doesn't make for an inlay that's kind of like taking up the whole fret or big or anything. It's still understated. But it's a little detail that's really, really cool. The binding on this is Tortoise. And then I think that's like a koa or mahogany.
Koa.
Is it koa?
Black koa, black.
Yeah.
Purfling.
For the Purfling. So it goes black, koa, black, and then the outer part is Tortoise, and it's just, it looks really, really good. And it makes the grain in that Myrtlewood really pop.
Yeah.
So on top of that, we have Gotoh tuning machines with Ebony knobs. Again, kind of understated. The gold definitely matches. I just noticed the Breedlove inlay on the headstock is actually gold too.
It's brass.
Is it brass?
It's brass.
Dude, it's sweet. It is sweet.
I read the specs.
So, just fantastic aesthetics. Sounds incredible as always with their guitars. If you're not familiar with sound optimization, that's really something you should familiarize yourself with. I think we're gonna do a video just specifically about sound optimization and talking about the different aspects of that. It really makes these guitars so consistent, and it makes every wood combination just be the absolute best it can be.
Yeah. This also features, as with all Oregon limited editions, it gets the LR Bag's Anthem pickup. So you get an upgraded pickup as well, which will help live performing and recording both.
Yeah, that's a great system for live performance, but it also works if you're tracking acoustic guitar recordings. Even with a microphone, you can do multiple tracks. Great system. Anyway, we need to take a listen to this because that's kind of what it's all about. This one just draws you in with its looks, but then you gotta hear it. So let's take a deep dive into listening to this.
Woohoo! All right, and he's finally let me hold the guitar, so I'm gonna take advantage of that time. But if you like this video, give us a like. Go check us out on all our other social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, or whatever we want to call it these days. TikTok, Pinterest, all the things. Go give us a follow, and we'll see you there. Bye.